Good morning. I'm Epstein with your Morning Flash Update, and this is for Wednesday, and we're at the 27th of November, 2024, about 8:25 a.m. I wish one and all a very, very happy Thanksgiving, and thank you, America. All right, so as we take a look at what we've got here, it's very stable in trading so far. We've had a slew of economic data that I'll go through with you, and there's a lot more to come starting in about 30 minutes or so. And it just goes right through 9 o'clock. The big number is going to be the PCE numbers today. Dollar down sharply, up sharply in these. Now, for those of you that get my twice daily written updates, last night I prepped you. You had lost the bullish embedded reading in the dollar index. You had lost the bearish embedded reading in the euro, the Swissy. I think the New Zealand was the other one that it was losing it in. And you're up 73 points in that one. This is so important. It gives you an edge often. I wish I could tell you all the time. It's not the way it works. I am a firm believer that momentum leads price. Price doesn't lead momentum. And if you can learn to read that, sometimes you get an edge in the market. And I was telling traders, you don't want to be short any longer the euro at this point in time. I'll consider a 100-point rally almost good news. On the energy markets, keep your eye on what they're doing. When you take a look at all these threatened tariffs, I just see them as friendly prices if they were to go through. Canadian oil would go up a lot. Anything from Mexico, you don't get much there, but it would go. You have to change the refineries around for the different grades away from the Canadian that we get into ours. And I'm writing today already in the morning update how oil companies, the real people that produce the oil out of the ground, not the refineries, the companies, don't want to produce at these prices. They can't make money. Even with the federal lands open, federal land leases take about 25% off the top. So if you're selling for, let's say, $70 a barrel oil, where you're about at, you got to give 25% of that. There's not enough money in the $50 roughly to make you really produce. It's time that you switch over to the marches in all of the different treasury instruments. Bitcoin, make your move to the December now. It is time to get over there. And as you could see, I'm now into the Fed gold, the March silver, March copper, and so on. Nice little rally going on today. Don't know that it's more than holiday rally. Remember, you got abbreviated trading hours coming at you right away for all these markets right through Friday. Stock markets will close, I think, at noon on Friday. So be careful. Most markets will have, the electronic markets open will be very light volume probably tonight. But the problem is Thanksgiving's an American holiday. All the rest of the world is up and trading and doing their normal thing. So things can happen. When we take a look at the news, the mortgage market headline numbers, well, they were up 6.3%, and the purchase was up 12%. Now, you were down in the refi 2.6%, all right? People that have to buy are buying. It's that simple. When you look at the jobless claims, they were down 2,000 at 213, and they revised last week. So the jobs market is staying strong. That goes into the checkbox that the Fed should not need to cut rates in December. When we look at preliminary GDP and chain-weighted index, these are the numbers in so far. 2.8% as expected year over year. Chain-weighted 1.9. They expected 1.8. That's an improvement. 1.5 in the PCE index, 2.1. That was down in the core just a fraction, a tenth, but still that goes into the other box, the other side, and because you're beating inflation. And personal consumption 3.5% versus the advanced 3.7. Advanced durable goods orders. The October, they came in at 0.2. They expected 0.5. So that backs off a little bit. When you look at ex-transportation, up 0.1. The prior number was up 0.4. So this gives you an idea of the economy people are backing off a little bit on big ticket items. Chicago PMI comes out 845. The National Association of Realtors, who just settled the deal, it looks like, in Chicago for $418 million on commission claims. That looks like it went through yesterday. I'm waiting to see the court sign off on it. But that's going to come out at 845 for them. And they are looking for pending home sales. Personal income spending, 9 o'clock. That's the big boy for today. In fact, for the week. EIA petroleum stock estimates will come out at 9:30. Natural gas will come out at 11 o'clock. You think we won't be busy about that? Very busy. So when you put your hat on today, understand that the market on the first group of reports, the markets that were up in stock indices yesterday are down today. The NASDAQ is lower in the S&P, and those down like the Russell and the Dow are back up. Metal markets holding on, dollar down sharply, and grains pretty flat. It's like watching paint dry at this point in time. They're just not doing a lot one way or the other. So I want to remind you that you keep hearing me tell you about momentum and price. Do yourself a favor. Take a look at this ad that's going to run about the enhanced Bollinger Band course. I think you'll enjoy what it does, how to work with it, and treat yourself to something over this Black Friday. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day, and I will catch up with you all at the end of the trading day today. Take care. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.